What's up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and we're doing a late night fix tonight. We are not at home, but we are at a Walmart. We're at a Walmart in Yorktown, Virginia. The escape broke down. The water pump is bad. It's seized. The belt broke, so we got to replace it. So we're gonna be doing a late night fix. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. We'd love to do this at home, but I have no choice. I gotta do it here in the parking lot to get this thing running. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I was getting into this. So in a nutshell, the water pump broke. The actual water pump, see if I can get a light, is actually this right here. So this is our 2006 Ford Escape with the 3.0 V6. So the water pump is that little pulley down below. So this is the, I'm trying to see if I can hold it for it. There we go. So it's right here, and as you can see, there's no belt. There's usually a belt between these two. This is the crank pulley for the cam, and then this is the water pump. And normally it would move, and it's completely seized up and broke the belt. So we got a new belt, we got a new water pump, and we got a new thermostat. I don't know how far we're gonna get with all this, but we're gonna try and get this replaced. It's really quite simple. It's just 3 bolts down there. I don't have to take this whole entire housing off. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the light right, and it's completely dark. So normally people will replace this whole entire housing piece. I mean, I got a hose here, got a hose here. That's not a big deal. There's this thing is being held on by 3 bolts. There's a bolt here, down there, and then one on the other side. So we are going to attempt to get this off, but we got to get this first. We got to get this battery out of the way and get this. I think to give us some more room, we're gonna get this battery out of the way. We're gonna get this where it's sitting on out of the way. That should give us more room, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with this. I think we're just gonna, don't know if we're gonna just clamp it and just let it drain as much as we possibly can, or go down to the drain plug, find where it is. If it's easy access, then we might just drain it down there until it drains completely low, and then we will go ahead and give it a try that way. That would be the easiest way, but I'm in a parking lot and I can't lift it. I don't have my jack or nothing. I got my tools, but I don't have my jack. So we're gonna try and get in this. So just stick with me, and we'll get this going, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're gonna attempt to take this battery off, and just to show you guys that I'm not playing, I am literally in a Walmart right now, Walmart parking lot. I got my car, and here is the Escape. So yeah, so bear with me. This is gonna be a one hand holding this bad boy. I don't have a mount. I don't have anything. Like I said, I'm not at home, so I don't have anything to hold this and do all this. I don't have any of this stuff. So you guys just have to bear with me, okay? So I really wanted to show this to you guys. It's just in the weirdest of places of all, but it is going to be all right. It's a little creepy, but I'm a little worried that someone's gonna come walking up on me out of the blue, but we'll be all right. So, all right, so we're gonna get this negative battery off. Yeah, I was really hoping to get this home, but the problem is that we live in Hampton, and this is in Yorktown. So we're not exactly close. Fastest way to get home would be the highway, and this thing is gonna blow up before we even get to the highway. So yeah, this thing is on here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so we're gonna have to do this here, or or deal with it later the next day. But I don't feel like leaving this car here. I'm a little worried about leaving it here, so it'll be sitting. I don't know if it's gonna. I know the Walmarts, they're not open 24 hours anymore because of the pandemic, so I don't want to leave it sitting here all by its lonesome. Because case someone a free fall to break into it. I feel like I'm actually not doing anything. All right, so we're getting this battery plate off. Like I said, I do apologize for the video. It's I'm doing this with one hand, so I may not show you everything, but I'm gonna do my best. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. So luckily it's really easy to get it off. My more worrisome is the spilling of the fluid. So we'll see how this thing goes. So sorry, I know it's taking a little forever, but I'm doing this one-handed. So, all right. Whew, that's one. All right, here's the other one. Just want to get these brackets off so I can get this battery out of the way. I don't want it to keep touching each other, moving it, and I need the space because you see it's kind of crammed. And this battery, once I get this battery out and I get this bracket out, I'll actually have plenty of space. All right, I'm gonna pull you out. We'll just set you here for the time being. All right, now we have to, oh joy. Oh, that's pretty corroded. That's pretty corroded. All right, yeah, that's pretty corroded. Let me see, and it's 4 bolts that's holding this thing down. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got. I don't know if I brought my little... Hang on, let me get the right thing. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we're back. I had to stop. It's like 11:12. This place is closing down. It's getting kind of empty, and I need to get some more stuff so I can do this properly. So we will convene in the morning. We're gonna come back. We're gonna sleep. I really don't like leaving it by itself. I mean, but it is what it is. I have no choice. So hopefully it doesn't get broken into or wrecked or something. But I'm taking the battery with me so no one can actually steal it. But hopefully no one breaks into it. So yeah, we will reconvene in the morning, and then we will hopefully get this going. It shouldn't be that much harder. It should be that much. Should be smoother. I got to get some more stuff drain the fluid right without making a mess. So I can dump it back in there, and then get some more tools to get the battery the tray out, because some of the bolts are actually acid on there. So I think I got some tools to get it off. But if not, we can still get to it. It's just a lot more easier with that out the way, and I got more room to work. But we'll reconvene in the morning, and we will hopefully get this thing up and running and moving. So see you in the morning. What's up, guys? So it's the next day. As you see, it's lighter. I'm not sitting in the dark. We are back at the Walmart in Yorktown. The car is right over there. I got more tools just in case. I got my jack. I think we're gonna go ahead and try and tackle this a little bit more better. So just another recap. So basically, I don't think I
explain that much. But so basically what happened was we were driving the Escape, and the belt broke. So, and it started overheating. You could start smelling burning rubber. And we pulled over at the Walmart, and pretty much right away, I knew exactly what it was. You could see the temperature gauge started spiking like crazy. We could smell something like burning rubber. And it was like, there's only two places that burns rubber on the inside the motor, and that's the big serpentine belt that's pulling everything, or the water pump belt. So come to find out, I knew what it was. It was the water belt. As soon as I opened the hood, boom, I could see it. The belt broke. So I was hoping just the belt broke, and because that belt hasn't been changed since we bought the vehicle. So, and that's been on some years, probably like 2009. So that's been a while since we've changed the belt. I probably changed the other serpentine belt like twice. So that belt has not been changed at all. So I thought maybe it snapped and that was it. But when I tried turning the water pump, I figured that if the belt just snapped because of its, just overstretching and then over time breaking, that the pump would still turn. And normally you can just grab the pulley and turn it. And if you turn it, then it's good. Well, it didn't turn. It was solid as a rock. It would not move for nothing. And hinders, that's what broke it. So, yeah. So that's pretty much what it was. Not a big thing. I thought it was going to be a little difficult, but it looks like it might be pretty easy. Just got to get a few more things out of my way to make my life a little easier. Then we can drain the fluid, get it down low enough just to where the hoses aren't holding any fluid. Or we might try a different route. Maybe we won't drain it. Maybe we'll just unplug the hoses and get a hose catching the fluid, and then let it just drain into a catcher pan, and then we'll be good. That way we don't have to drain out all that extra fluid. We just drain off just enough to get to the hose. The hoses don't have any fluid, and then we can just start yanking stuff out. So we'll see if that works. So I have a lot of different options to go. This is my first time doing it. I wish I'd be doing it in my driveway, but we are where we are. So let us get out of the car and let's get kind of set up, and we can go from there. So let's go to the car.
All right, guys, let me grab my cup of Joe. Starbucks, I need this stuff. Oh my gosh, Americana double espresso. Gotta love Starbucks. Oh man, it's so good stuff. All right, but so we are back at the car. Let me see if we can get you a better view looking of it. So this is where we stopped at. So I was having some difficulties getting this out because these two are kind of like different kind of size, or they're just worn or whatever. But we're going to try and get this out before we attack on this, because this will give us more room. So now you can see it in a better light. Here's the water pump right here, and then there's that top nut. There's a nut here, and there's a nut there. Now, if I was trying to take this whole entire assembly off, I'd have to pull this off, because there is another nut. Let's see if we can get down in there. I know you can't see it, but there's another nut right here that houses this thing. But we are not taking this whole entire thing off. We are just taking off the water pump. So we're just going to try and do that. And we also do have another thermostat. This is where the thermostat housing is. We may crack this open, replace the thermostat, just for good measure. Sometimes you don't have to replace them if they're not bad. Obviously, they work perfectly fine. But I figured if while we're in there and we're up under here, why not go ahead and crack this open and take it off? But I don't know. We'll see. We may or we may not. I have it just in case. But I figured since we're in there, we might as well replace it. But we'll see how that goes. So let us get set up. Let me get my camera set up. I didn't bring my chest harness with me, which is kind of a bummer. But it's okay. We'll figure this out. And let's try and work on this and see if we can get this out before we start tackling with this. So let me get my tools and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So this did not actually work. I can't get it out because I can't find the right bit for that to get them out. So it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just would have made life a little easier, but no big deal. So we're going to do it the right way. We already got it all jacked up, and we are going to get up under. We're going to get up under here in the wheel, and we are going to basically we're going to go ahead and get this wheel off. We're going to get this panel off, and then we should be able to get access to the drain plug. So the drain plug of the radiator is on the passenger side. So let's get this wheel off. Lose those. It's gonna be loose enough to get you up. There we go. All right, pull this off. We're gonna set this thing down. All right, so now, actually, let's get this wheel completely out of the way. So now, it gives us access to this wheel well here. We get that wheel well off, and it'll give us better access to the radiator. So, let me get reset, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're back. So we got our 10 millimeters. We got a bolt here. Let's see if you can get that. We have a bolt here, here, and then there's a few under. So we're just gonna just take these off. They access the cover. This is probably the better way of doing it. The way I was gonna do was just pop the hoses off and then get the fluid out that way, and that probably would have worked, because that way we don't have to take out so much fluid, but it is what it is. We just do it the right way. Because if I do it the other way, I'm gonna make a huge mess, and I'm trying my best not to make as much of a mess if I can help it. So, all right, so we got these two bolts here. Set these to the side. And then there's, I don't know if you can see, there's another one under here. There's a third one. Let's see if you guys can see me. So there's a third one right under here. Two more up under here. Sorry I can't get you guys down here to see this, but I'll show you the cover in a sec. There's one more over here. on out, and we'll set it to the side like so. Alright, so as I was saying, this goes up into the vehicle like this. So there's, this one didn't have one, but there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll just put this off to the side. And then now we got access to our radiator setup. So let me get set up real quick, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so we got the hose on there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right down in there, I'm trying to see if I can get a better light on it, which I can't. So somehow, I don't know if you can see that, but down there there's a little knob, and the hose is on it, and that's what we're going to use to unscrew it and then get the fluid to come down. So let's go ahead and get that set, and then we'll be good to go. So, and I'll show you up under here if it'll see. So I don't know if you could see that. I know it's super dark, and I superly apologize, but yeah, there's the knob right there in that middle. So I apologize if you can't see it. So but yeah, we're gonna go get it out, and you'll see it, because here's the hose right here. Here's the hose going up. So we'll get the drain pan, uncrack it, and then we'll bring it on out. So let's get that going. Whew. Let's grab the drain pan. So we got a drain pan here. What we're gonna do, just let it fall. If I can get my hand in a good spot to let the sucker fall, you can see it. Let me grab it up top. I think up top will be a little better, and we'll position this so it'll catch it. All right. So get this light over here. I'm not for sure. Okay. Since I need both hands, we'll have it draining, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we got some fluid draining. It's right there. So it is draining out a little at a time, and as you can see, it's draining right there as much as it possibly can without getting it super everywhere. Let's try to see if I can help this out a little bit. I know. This is not the awesomest way of doing this. I know, but it is what it is. So evidently I didn't need this hose, because it's not coming out of the hose, it's coming out of the filler thingy. So all right, I think we're good on that. Let's get this cap back on here. I feel it. All right. I got it. I got it. Okay. Well, that was a big, not great success of trying to keep from getting this thing super wet, and it ended up getting super wet anyway. So we are where we are. All right. So I think we got it low enough to get this thing off. We're gonna have a big mess on our hands regardless. So let's just go ahead and get reset and get this off, and let's just keep moving forward. So let me get repositioned and get set up, and then we'll come back. All right, guys. So we're gonna go and get these off. We have this one to get off, and we have this one to get off. So I'm hoping that it's low enough to where we can get it off without a problem. We're gonna probably have a big of a spill, but I've done what I can do. So it's just gonna be a big mess. So here we go. All right, here's one. These things have been on here for a while, so. All right, let's get a flathead, get up under here. Oh yeah, these have been on here for a good bit. Oh wow. Like I said, these haven't been off since we've gotten the vehicle, so it's not a shocker that this thing is on here. It's sealed on pretty good too. Right, there we go. Try not to strip it if I can help it. Just trying to help break this tight seal it's got on here. It's got an internal seal from it being sitting. Probably hadn't been replaced since the vehicle, so it's got a nice good crusty seal. Just got to get under there a little bit. Break it up a little bit. Then once we break it up, it should come loose. There we go. Yep. We're gonna have some fluid. It's gonna be what it is. I can't do but so much. So all right. Yeah, it's on there really, really good. There we go. Oh, told you. All right, I knew that was gonna happen. Just the nature of the game with it not having anywhere to go. So I hated to do it, but it is what it is. All right, that's one. All right, we got another one down here. This one's gonna probably be more difficult because it's down below. This one's gonna house the thermostat. Man, these clips are a pain in the tuchus. Hang on. All right. Let's see if this one's going to be tough or easy. Probably tough. we'll just help it out by breaking it up a little bit. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and just let the cap off again. We're just gonna take the cap back off and let it drain while we're doing this, because this is not working. Ugh. We're gonna let it drain some more. All right, I think that's good. I think it just needed a little bit more of a squeeze. So we'll put the cap, we'll put this little twisty thing back on. Sorry I'm not showing it to you guys, but it's a little difficult. Like I said, I'm not at home. I don't have the right kind of gear, so forgive me. All right, that's coming off now because all the suction that it had was gone. So now we just gotta pull it off. See if we can get a little. All right, it's broke. Just gotta get the darn thing off. Like I said, I wish this tray was not in my way. Oy. There we go. Had a little hold up. All right, there we go. Oh. Get these up out of my way. All right. All right. As much as I didn't want to have the spill all over this thing, it is what it is. We'll probably have to pressure wash this a little later to get all this stuff off, but now we got access to everything. So yeah. So we got this shift linkage. I think I can get around it. So basically, all right, so basically, I don't know if you can see this really well, but there's a bolt here, down there, and then one more on that end over there. I know you probably can't see it that great. This one like right here. So those three come off, and then this whole thing comes off. Then obviously we got the two bolts for the thermostat housing right there, and then off, on, back together. Here we go. So all right, let's go ahead and get this off, get this this water pump off, and then we'll go from there. So let's get you guys set back up, like so. See if you guys can see that. Yep, okay. All right, let me go see what kind of nut that is. Hold on. See if I get lucky. Pretty lucky. All right, so we got a 5/16 8. Looks like that's the winner. So, all right, I'm going to get a little longer length. All right, let's see if this is a winner. Looks like it. Yep, it's a winner. There's one. There's two. All right, let's go for broke. Let's go for 3. All right, hold on, I'm about to get a... Need a little oomph on this third one here. Try to get it without stripping the... hold up. Okay, hold on. We don't want to strip these bad boys. All right, hold on, let me get a better one. Okay, let's try this 8. Make it a short head. Trust me, you do not want to strip these bad boys. So let's try an 8. Oh no. I hope I didn't strip that. I really hope I didn't strip that. No, I got it, I think. I don't get it. Why is it not coming off like the rest of them? Like it's that way, but it's still not letting me get it off. Oh, this is an 8. Oh, it's starting to strip in the socket. All right, hold on. Let me go look for something else. So let's see if this one works. I think I just need a little bit more room. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get this shift linkage off. That'd make life a little easier if I can even get it off. Oh yeah, freaking... Oh, God. Okay, that was a flop. What's wrong with this thing? the clip just darn broke. I'm just trying to get the clip off, and I can't. Are you serious? Are you? Come on. See, this is why. Oh my gosh, this stuff just breaks like nothing. All right, we're not gonna try that because I don't want this clip thing to come off. Because this clip thing comes off, we're gonna have a real big problem. All right, so let me try and figure this out, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, and just like that, it is out. We got the whole entire thing out. Looks relatively good inside. So basically, this thing just seized up pretty much. I mean, you can't even turn it anymore, and it's got a lot of sludge in there, but that's not sludge from the thing being broke. It's just some, like, you know, under the hood grime and stuff, but it looks relatively clean around there. It just seized up. So I mean, I'm sure this is probably the original FOMO-Co. So this is the original, like you see right there, it says FOMO-Co. That's Ford Motor Company. That means that this is the original OEM water pump that came when the car was built. It may be an aftermarket one. It could be a actual new part, but I'm gonna bet that this is the original OEM that came when this car was built off the assembly line. So no big deal. We will go ahead and put this piece back on, and we're gonna show you how to put the belt on. So let me get that real quick, and we will be right back. All right, guys. So here's the new one. So as you see how easy, well, sorry, my hands are trying to do this. See how easy it is to turn that? That's what that's supposed to do. So, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to get this back installed here. No problem. So, no problem. So, yeah. So here's the new one. Goes down just like that. Because this is I guess this is where this is the weep hole. Right here up top, that's the weep hole. So I guess if this actually really leaked, it would leak out of the weep hole, and I don't think it ever actually did. I think it just seized up. And then we have our belt, polyurethane belt, or poly belt. So it's just like this. It's gonna go over this piece and that piece, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Most people were saying, you know, when you bolt it back up, and we may have to, they would stretch it over this, and then someone would crank it, and then they would get it to fit over. But I think I figured a way of making it work a whole lot better for me. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to show you guys if this works. Hopefully it works. So let me clean out some more of this gunk out of this weep hole cavity, and then we'll get this thing bolted back up. Alright guys, hopefully this thing does not move or get destroyed, which I really would hate if this thing got destroyed, but I'm going to try to show you guys this. So, what we're planning on doing is we're going to put this belt, and I don't know if this is going to work. So we're going to put this belt around here. Then we're going to put this on and try to clutch it over. Actually, hold on a sec. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is going to be a little interesting. So I'm going to explain what I'm going to do. So, because it's going to be really hard. I didn't bring another mount. So this is going to be really tricky trying to mount this, show you, and do it at the same time. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this new belt over this new water pump, have it set in line, and as I'm hooking over this, I'm going to hook it into here and hopefully bolt it up, and hopefully it'll work. So I'm going to do this off camera because I don't have a whole lot of room, and two, I don't have another mount to where you can see it, and I really don't want to destroy this camera with the fluid and stuff. So I'm going to turn this off, and then I'll come back when I get it all set, and then I'll show you. Okay? Okay guys, so I think I found a trick So normally when you do these belts, you have to have somebody with you, crank it over or whatever. Well, I found another way. So here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So as you see, this belt, so as you see, you can't, the only way to get that on there is, some people would say they would put it on to have someone hold it and they would crank it and crank it over. Well, I found a better way. So I got a pair of really good size, medium sized channel locks. What I did was I put the belt on the water pump first, laced it over here, and then I clamped the top to hold it in place. And now all I'm doing is taking a big heavy duty ratchet and a socket, putting it on the crank and cranking it over, cranking it by hand. And look, as you see, it's almost on there. And I had it up about right here. I clamped it nice and light, not super tight, because you're just trying to hold it in place. You just don't want it to fall off. And as I crank, it'll fit. So now I should be able to fit this over by my hand, but if not, we'll crank it. So I'm gonna put you guys right here. I'm gonna see if you guys can see this. So you can see this thing cranking. So let's see. See if we got you guys cranking on. Hold up. Okay, so you see it? All right, so keep watching this area right here, and it should go on. So I'm gonna go in there and finish cranking it. All right, I'm doing it an inch at a time. And boom. Take this off. We'll give it a few more cranks and then we'll get it straight. All right, we'll crank it up just a few more times. Okay, we're sort of on there. Got a little bit of an area that didn't get quite in the groove. All right, let's see if we can keep on cranking and see if we can get it to fix over itself. Look at that, guys. It is on there. Wow. I cannot believe that worked. That was so crazy. But look, it's on there. And I didn't have anybody help me, and it aligned itself just by cranking it. So I just showed you guys how to put a belt on yourself without anybody. I mean, really, it was really quite simple. I just had to think about it for a minute, and I'll show you how I did it again. So I had the belt over here, and I just took this clamp like so, not super tight, just got it on there as much as I could and got it right down to this end right here so it'll hold it in place, and clamped. And then all I had to do was come over here. Actually, let me grab my wrench, I'll show you. came down over here. This is the dampener pulley. I just put my nut on here, my wrench, and I cranked this way. So I cranked counterclockwise. So counterclockwise is, I guess, counterclockwise going the other way. So it's on there. So see, just like that, I just cranked that on there. And then I got this on there. And it went all the way around. I had a little bit of a teeth, like you saw, I saw a little teeth problem, but I just kept on cranking until it laid itself over. And now I can unclamp it, and boom, it is all on there. It fits nice and good. Checking the laces, nothing is overlaid or nothing like that. It is completely in. How cool is that? I am super happy that I just did that, because I was like, I need help. This obviously would have been a two-person job, and I just did it with one person, just by thinking, cranking it. Because normally people would take this pulley off. They would take this pulley off, put it back on, whatever, and I just showed you a way of not even pulling this pulley off, or a second person to help you. Because the other guy in the video said he had someone crank it over as he was getting it tight. And I mean, that'll work too. It's a little tricky, because if you have to pull the you have to pull something so that way it'll crank but won't start, so that way it'll turn over, because if it turns over fully, then you might have some issues. This may not get on there because it'll be super fast. So all you want to do is just crank it. But I found a better way without you even cranking it over, and without an extra person, so, and without pulling this pulley off. So I just saved you time and money by just doing it this way. So let me know if you guys have this issue, and how hard was it to get off, how hard was it to get on. This was the easy way. All right guys, so now that we got that all done, and I'm super happy and stoked about that, we're going to go ahead and get this thermostat. Oh, one other thing, I actually had to get this cable, this shifter cable. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hang on, so the shifter cable right here, this is the thing that goes right into this little clip. So I'm gonna put this back, and then it clips right in here. These two clips clip right in this little bracket. So I had to get that out to get to this bottom bolt. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna align this. We're gonna get this back in its hole like so, and then we're gonna lift up. I think it went like, oh yeah. Lift up, push down, it clips back in. We're gonna take our little clips. I don't know if you can see that or not. And we're just gonna put it. Oh, let me flip it over. Maybe it was the other way. Boom. Got that back in there. Now we can shift it. That's all good. This bottom end's good. Now we're gonna go ahead and tackle this thermostat. We're gonna replace it, get a new one in there, and then hopefully that'll work. Just in case it's just a while we're in there, because we don't want to have to drain this again just to change the thermostat, and we don't want to wait until the thermostat goes bad and then we have to end up replacing the thermostat. So let's just go ahead and replace the thermostat while we're replacing the water pump. So another 8mm. I'm gonna crack this like so. There's one on top, and then here's the other one on the bottom. Just a nice little lift. All right, we're just gonna crank this off like so. Get this top one off here. We're gonna check the condition of the thermostat. Hopefully no more fluid comes popping out, but there's a good possibility that it could. So, all right. But guys, this was amazing. Put a link in the comments. Let me know how awesome that was, because I just saved whoever some time. So, all right, here comes the thermostat. It's a little sticky. Yep, there's fluid, just like I should have known. Oh, wasn't that much. All right, so there's the thermostat. I'm just going to crack this off here. All right, hold on a sec. Whew, that's in there. All right, it's been in there a while. So let me, I need both hands, so let me crack this thing off and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm sorry that I have to do this, but I have to explain it because after looking at all my videos, I come to find out that right towards the end, when I was just about taking off the thermostat, I lost all the rest of the videos. They got corrupted somehow on my camera. I don't know how. I may have to get a better storage card. But yeah, everything right before I took off the thermostat, after all that, is completely gone. So I do apologize. So I have to explain it to you. So let me explain it to you. All right, guys, so let me show you. So it is all done. We were taking this off, and I was just showing it to you guys, and then right after that, all my videos are pretty much corrupt. So basically, there's a thermostat right under here, and it has like a little bit of a rubber seal. So there's a rubber seal kind of like right in this area. You pop it off, take off the old one, take off that rubber seal ring, put it on the new one, and put it back in here and put it back on. So we had all these hoses in there and everything, and as you see, there's the belt. That's that bright silver thing down there. That's the new water pump. I think you can see it. It's like right there, that big black shiny thing, that's the water pump. So everything was all back in there, new belt, all that stuff. So it's all good. We even we was doing a video showing you the filling process, but it's all filled. You just basically fill it. Make sure this cap is on. This is a 17 psi, so when you're filling this back up, you have to put this pressure cap on, because I was putting it in there and filling it and it wasn't going down, but the moment I put this in a great pressure, it started sucking it down. I just had to pop it off, add more, let it keep going until it gets to this level. Now it's at this level right up here, so we're good. So yeah, everything is all looking good. There is one little thing that I want to emphasize. So you see this shaft right here. This is the transmission steering. This is the transmission cable, shifting cable. So this is what shifts it from park, reverse, neutral, drive, whatever, so forth. So as you see right here where my finger is, and you see that zip tie and that yellow little cap, this is the thing that holds this shaft into this little beige piece, and then this is the lever that shifts the transmission. So what happened is that when I took this off, I broke this. I broke these. So I broke these. These go on the sides of that thing, and what it does is it holds the transmission. I mean, it holds that linkage in between those two. So basically, if I can get down there, so there's one on one side and there's one on the other side, and it's got a little clip. You spread it and then lift this up, and then right here in the middle there's an actual like screw, and the top of this yellow thing there's like grooves where that fits in. Well, this broke off, and I just pushed it down in there and left it alone. After I was driving it for a good while, it slipped out, and we couldn't put it in park, we couldn't put it in neutral, the car would roll back. So I had to zip tie it down to hold it in place and shift it back into, push it back into park, and now we're good. So just be mindful of this, that this could easily break and this will come off. So you either put a zip tie on it, or if you can figure out where you can get this other piece at, which I haven't yet, I'm gonna have to figure out how to research it and figure out how I can get this piece to replace this. But the zip tie will hold it down for right now. It's not going anywhere. So so yeah, just be mindful of that. Be careful that these things are really brittle and they'll break. And once it breaks, it breaks. But if just these tabs break off and not the whole entire piece, then you're okay. Just zip tie it back and you'll be fine, or duct tape it or whatever. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But now it is all done. It's looking good. It's running good. It's holding temperature. It's running really well. I'm reminding that this thermostat in here is a 180, not a 188, so it opens a lot faster. So that's pretty much it. Alright guys, and just like that, we are done. This car is running really good. Everything is running proper. The temperature is good. The shift linkage is good, and the belt is all on there. I just want to emphasize again, that was a really cool trick with the belt. Guys, if you like that trick and that was very helpful, go down in the comments and let me know, say, hey man, that trick that you did was very helpful. I saved you time by not having to pull the pulley off, and I saved you time by not adding an extra person. So if you were on the side of the road, or you're in the middle of nowhere, or you just didn't have anybody to help you at that time, you can do it yourself with that trick I just did. So please go check that out and let me know that works for you if you have to replace your water pump. But guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. I really truly do appreciate it. I really do. I just saw that my viewing hours is already past 4,000, like 4,010, maybe even climbing now, and my subscribers has gone up to almost like 550. So we're getting close to hitting that monetized thing, and I'm super happy. I'm not rushing to get there. I will get there when I get there. If God wills me to have it, God's gonna let me have it. But I can't do it without you guys, and I truly am thankful that you guys are supporting, liking, subscribing, and everything. So let's keep going. Let's get to that 1,000 monetized, and let's see what life will take us from there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please go down and check out all my other videos for the Escape, the Cadillac, or even the scooter. Check them out. Eventually we'll do some more other stuffs, but those are the 3 things I'm doing. Maybe doing some side projects around the house. But stay tuned for this. Stay tuned for the Cadillac, because I got some stuff coming up for that. It's getting an inspection soon. There's a lot more other things I need to do while I'm in there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please go down and like, comment, subscribe, and also if you have not, please follow me at Instagram at FixItDaniel. It's right there. Please go and also follow me on there, as well as on Facebook, YouTube. I greatly appreciate it, y'all. Well, that's it. I thank you very much. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the next fix.